Gilt pair, we're taking the first chance. A pair of 107 litter gilts that are farrowed the second day of December and sired by the Colossus boar, which is from Cage Tree Farms there. First crop of those. We put a lot of eggs in that basket, I guess, because we like that boar. Van Wilder's son that offers a shot more extension and shape, and I think it worked awfully well in the litters that we've got, and excited about what he's done. A tremendous baby pig that turned into a good big one. And mother of this litter would be the loudmouth full throttle gilt, would be the Sloan gilt that the Pennsylvania Hildy Crew showed there in 2020 at the National Junior Show in Des Moines. She was a champion spot, reserve grand overall in the CPS ring. We gave 15.5 for her to bring her back. This is her first full litter. She's had a few shorter litters, done a nice job for us, but darn sure glad that we got these farrowed. We got these gilts and a couple more in our online sale, and probably a couple more following in the other sales. So great litter of gilts, and I think this pair of gilts are the right kind of spotted hogs that line up a lot of the good Sloan stuff, to say the least. So we're going to start with 107-2. 107.2 is the gilt that Austin's got on the broom here, or handle. This gilt here, I think, is one that still extended enough, but still stout enough in her features. She offers some power and dimension. A gilt that I think mobility's good and still got some length of side to stretch. She's not a quick little putty one. I think she's big enough and burly enough in her type and kind. She'll be ready to roll in terms of jackpotting, but still make the Expo, Louisville, Springfield setting if that fits you, because she's mobile, she's square, she's balanced, she's good looking, and I think the right kind of proportions. I think a very high ceiling for this gilt that ties all the good stuff together there in that particular pedigree. 107.6 is going to be the next one. 107.6 is probably a little more immature in terms of her look on the side and a little barer, but I think one that's immaculate in terms of design from the side. Got a neat little head working in her, but still a big forearm and a big hind leg. I think a gilt that just better days are ahead, and I don't mean that in a bad way. She's not a skinny one by any means, because she does have some shape and muscle working in her. She's just a little more immature is the best way to put it, and I think a gilt that's really square out of her hind leg. I think the feeding kind that's going to be awfully good in a setting where you see this one on the side, you get on top of her, she's still going to have enough power and enough design with a really heavy skeleton and a really good hip and hind leg. I think a really good spotted gilt pair, a little different in their type and kinds for litter mates, but I think both going to be awfully good all spring and summer long.